Welcome back everyone to the Corporate Podcast for October 2025. We have another broadcast debut this month. We welcome Liam into the studio, so welcome Liam.
Thank you.
Would you like to tell us a bit about yourself before we start?
Yeah, so my name's Liam. I'm the new Health and Safety Advisor for Pure Innovations. My background, I started work for a building company. I would go around sort of fixing doors, painting walls, painting floors. That's when I sort of got into the role of health and safety, sort of thought, how can we do these activities but safer? So I did that for a few years, put things in place to make these sort of jobs safer for myself and my team, and that's when I started a career full-time in health and safety. Started a job for a company as a health and safety advisor that sort of looked after people in their houses, made sure that people's homes were safe for people to live in. Very similar thing, making sure that the electrics were safe, the gas was safe, the roof was safe, which led me to take on the job at Pure Innovations, where I'll be doing something very similar to my last role, but more to do with the buildings we occupy at Pure and the activities we do at Pure, just making sure the buildings we use are safe and the stuff we do inside the buildings are safe.
Yeah. Excellent. I know Nick has a personal question just for you, so do you want to read yours out, Nick?
How long have you been at the company and are you enjoying it so far?
So I started in August, so coming up to 3 months now. Really enjoying it. I love the sort of wide variety of stuff Pure do. The last 2 roles I've been in, like I say, I was for a company that was a building company, so it was just purely buildings, and then the last one was a house company where we looked after people in their homes. But at Pure we seem to do so many different things. It's such a wide variety of things. We've got the wood shop, the wood workshop, we've got the art studio here, we've got the cafes, we've got the college. So yeah, it's just been really good getting involved in all the different sort of things we do at Pure.
Excellent. So I guess we'll just go around the table as we normally do.
Can I ask Liam a question? Would that be okay?
Yeah. Oh yes, go for it. Yeah.
Lou normally does this, but she's not here, so I'm going to ask the questions. What's the kind of main project that you're working on at the moment?
So at the minute I work closely with Peter. He's the Director of Infrastructure. We've just done the Chas renewal last month. That was a big project for us. That's what helps us get the sort of tenders with the councils. And at the minute I'm working on a sort of health and safety file. I think we spoke about it the other day, me and you, Amanda, and it's just to make sure the health and safety checks that we're doing at the different projects across Pure are all kept uniform, they're all the same, we're not doing different versions of the same things. And I think that for now that seems to be it. There's lots of different things, but they'll come up as it goes on. I'm also doing sort of a gap, what we call a gap analysis in health and safety. So as I sort of progress in the next few months, I'm just sort of identifying little areas where there might be gaps that we can improve on, and that'll just come as a larger report probably in the new year.
I did notice that we're starting to get a little bit more kind of information as well, like a bit of a health and safety newsletter check thing that we're getting.
Yes, on a monthly basis, yeah.
Great.
I feel like communication with health and safety is key as well, because I know when something happens, then it's on the front of people's mind, health and safety, but when stuff's not happening, people seem to sort of, I wouldn't say forget about it, but it's just not something you really focus on. So just a monthly newsletter just keeps it fresh in people that we're always keen to share the health and safety that's going on within the company.
Sounds busy. So I know we kind of joke about so-called peak questions, which tend to be based around trips and events and stuff. I've tried to steer away from that this month, but there is one that can go out to anyone if any of you can answer. I just can't remember whose it was. Was it yours, Ashkan?
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to ask your question then, mate?
Do you have any events coming up?
That really stared at Liam then. it is for anyone to answer. So, Stuart.
Well, we've got the Access Festival coming up in basically a month's time, almost to the day, isn't it? Which I know Emily's beavering away at, amongst other things. I think lots of people have put their names down. If you haven't, I still think there's a chance that you can go, but do contact Emily, and she'll have a range of questions to ask you to make sure you're safe.
Yeah,
Might be
7th of November, I think.
Today's important point.
Brilliant. And like I said, I think there might be one more. Is anyone due to talk about the 20th anniversary? No, I mean not you. Well, you are, but any of you guys due to talk about the 20th anniversary?
No.
At all?
I'm happy to mention it.
Right. Well, we'll do Matthew's question now then. So, do you want to ask yours, mate?
You give us a rundown of whether the previous anniversaries was a success.
So success. So just a rundown of the 20th
Yeah,
anniversary.
absolutely. Well, I attended, and it was just formidable. To be fair, it was a fantastic evening. I think a massive thanks obviously goes to everybody that participated, and to Monica and the team for doing all the arrangements. I think whenever you arrange an event of this size, it's always a bit nerve-wracking for everybody, but you would not have known that on the night. It just felt, I looked around the room at one point and I just felt it was joyous. Everybody was having a fantastic night. Everyone was smiling and engaged. There was a representation from across the services, which was actually probably the most meaningful part. And then it ended with fantastic food and a great dance and celebration. So from my perspective, and I think everyone that was there, were just a really enjoyable night. But recognising 20 years, and I've been with the company for 26 years, I think recognising 20 years, it's just amazing just to see how much we've grown and how big the services are. So no, it was I felt it was a fantastic night.
Yeah, I agree.
Bye.
So I think that is most of the main questions out of the way. So Stuart, would you like to lead? You've got something very shiny in front of you.
I certainly have. I'll hold it up to the mic so everybody can see it. We entered the Competition Stockport Business Awards, Medium Business of the Year. You've got to be between a certain level of turnover. And whilst we didn't win it, we got the highly commended trophy, which I got awarded this morning, so I thought I'd bring it along. So I think that's an achievement for the entire organisation. It's not just corporate team or trustees or whatever. It's a recognition of all the effort that everybody puts into the organisation to achieve that. So I think it's a really good achievement and well done to everybody.
Better.
I do have some other things very briefly to talk about, which is, one is around the financial results, which we're still maintaining our position above budget on our monthly accounts, which is always gratifying to hear. What we are increasingly working on is what next year looks like. That's from April 26 to March 27. There's some news that came out yesterday that I'm trying to understand what it all means. And then we've got other things like the budget, which comes up at the end of November. So it's a busy time for evaluating options and deciding how we're going to take the business forward.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. And that's it for me this month.
That was quick.
Sure.
Right, great.
All right, Amanda.
So again, I've not a great deal really. From a college perspective, it is half term at the moment, so we're off for 2 weeks, which has been, obviously it's quite good because it gives us a time to kind of consolidate our own learning. So this week has been heavily focused on CPD for staff and an opportunity to do some of your paperwork and catch-20 systems. So the staff have been really busy this week, and then they all have a week off next week, which is great in preparation for us to go into our second half term. It's gone really quick. We do have one place available at the college because unfortunately one of our learners has left us recently, so we've got a place on the supported internship which we are about to start kind of publicising because we do need to replace the student as quick as we can really, then we're at full capacity again. We know that supported internship places are places that lots of people want to access but don't always know about them, so I'm not worried about us filling that place.
I know.
So that's from a college perspective. And then the only other thing that I wanted to mention was, obviously we have one of our strategic objectives that is around kind of company growth, and our strategy around growth is around growing the infrastructure, growing business opportunities, and to support that, I'm pleased to say that it's been agreed at corporate and at trustee level that we're going to be recruiting a new business relationship and growth manager. So we're just working on the job description at the moment, so that will go out probably within the next week or two. So that'll be a new role in the business that I think is quite critical around how we do business development going forward. So predominantly their role will be around not only having really good relationships with some stakeholders and networks, but also around horizon scanning and getting to know a little bit more of our competitive data. So a new role to the business, which hopefully you'll see in the next couple of weeks.
Sweet. This is going quick. Danielle, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, so in employment there's been a lot of focus lately on making sure that our quality structures are solid, that we're tracking really good data, that we've got support right for the staff as well, to make sure that if we've got all of that stuff in place and if it's all done right, the team are going to be able to go away and deliver a really good job. So lots of work's going into our supported employment, in-work support. You know, we've completely rebuilt their Eclipse system. They've got brand new reports. We've done a whole, back to basics, looking at quality and what that means, and that's gone really, really well. It's already looking brilliant, and that will kind of trickle into some of the other teams as well as we move forward. We've also invested quite a little bit in some external employee engagement training that's been really well received by the team. So there was a whole day and a half session that this external trainer delivered for employment officers, and then she came back and she delivered some training for team leaders as well. That was really, really impactful, really helpful, lots of new techniques, and food for thought really in the way that we create partnerships with other employers. We are pleased as well to say that trainer Audrey is going to come back and help us redesign our own internal employer engagement training. It's already, we're in early talks, but she's coming up with things I wouldn't ever be able to come up with anything as creative as what she's pulling together, but it looks really, really exciting. And I think it's going to really shape the way that we're able to engage with employees in the future. So hopefully that will be ready before Christmas.
Hopefully,
Excellent.
So it's looking really good. And also I think just to give an update as well, IPS exceptional delivery this year so far. Since April, 238 people supported into work. So I just thought it'd be useful to get that out there because it's such a good number since April. So just a shout out to that team to say well done, and thank you to Ben as well, who manages that team, and the team leaders as well for leading such an exceptional performance.
Excellent. So Liam, is there anything that you want to talk about while we're still on air, or?
Well, from the health and safety side of things, this is what's usually put in the report to the sort of senior board level senior management team, but it's just the accident incident statistics, really consistent, really good from the staff, shows that there's a clear procedure in place. The environmental sort of figures are really good as well. So I've only been here 3 months, but the sort of stuff that's already in place is really good, leaps and bounds ahead of what my previous experience is.
That's good. Sweet. Feels like I need more to say. It's just gone so quick. I mean, there is a question here. Do you want to ask yours, Colin?
Perfect.
All right. So it's kind of what's your favourite
part of
Pure at this current moment? It's a question for everyone. Just spin round.
Sitting here, listening to you all.
It's very sweet.
So sweet.
Amanda?
Gosh, it's a really difficult one actually. I spend 99% of my time at the college, so obviously I'm very passionate about that. But at the anniversary event and seeing all the different projects just really kind of revitalised my appetite to kind of go out more and more and see some of the projects, because when I did spend some time with the animation team earlier this year, it was one of the best mornings I've had for quite a while. So obviously I'm going to say the college, but it's the whole of Pure really, and just appreciate everything we do.
Yeah. Danielle?
I would say, and it kind of, it's the clients, it's the people who we're working with, the people who we're supporting. You can't have a dual day when you get to work with some of the people who we get to work with every day. And I think being on a journey with some of the people maybe who access employment or internships or whatever that might be, and seeing the impact it has and where they end up as a result of the support, you know, is just a brilliant thing to be a part of.
Yeah. I mean, there's not as many things to pick from for you, Liam, but is there anything that stands out so far?
I think in a way I'm quite lucky in my role because I get to work with every team within Pure. I'm not set to one department, so I get to experience everything under the Pure umbrella and just see the sort of work that the staff do with the clients and how the clients sort of get treated on a day-to-day basis and how rewarding the sort of role is in general. Yeah, it's really good.
Excellent. Louise, you didn't have any questions written down. You wanted to think of one off the top of your head.
I was thinking we could do another, like an anniversary, like in next year. Kind of,
Well, you have to get one first.
I know.
Maybe 25 in another 5 years. That's a
26.
good number, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Christmas festival as well.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what the Access Festival. You kind of just like the celebration, don't you?
I
So
did
the
like
Access
it.
Festival would be.
Celebrations.
I'm guessing you're going to that.
I am.
Yeah.
Louis as well.
I think Matthew is.
I'm on holiday.
So
Yeah, that's the first one I've missed.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't really have any questions. I just
You didn't. You just wanted to be here.
Just want to talk.
Good.
Good.
Bit like Stuart.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that's everything from me. Yes, Matthew. Go on.
I've got questions.
Okay, go on then. Go for it.
Like you say, I asked a question to Liam about safe on the road. Like a local right and left. It's safe. Walk over the safest. The car not empty. Could go. That light is not working. It's not. It broke.
He's saying about a traffic light.
Yeah. Exactly right.
I understand why you're asking, but unfortunately, I don't think Liam can do much.
It's a really good point.
Give me safe.
I don't even know what road it's on.
But I need people keeping the people safe.
Yes.
Because the people need it to
Council?
council. Yes.
Maybe we can have a look at that when we finish.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
At least you're looking out for people's safety, though, Matthew. It's important.
Exactly.
like Liam.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Little shake of the hand.
But yeah, like I said, that's everything from me. Is there any other questions, or are we happy to leave it as that?
No.
We'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that?
Leave it.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
well, we'll next be seeing each other in
December.
December. Should be quite near Christmas then.
I know, yeah.
I'm going to guess. Might even be Christmas Eve.
It
won't be Christmas Eve. Won't be Christmas Eve.
Maybe we should wear a Christmas jumper.
Oh yeah, maybe we should do
Oh, yeah.
a nice Christmas jumper day or something.
Yeah,
And
sure.
Christmas,
I think-
but Christmas quest.
Oh,
Answers. 2026.
Alright, I'll end it there then. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you very much.
you.